What is a Pivo? It's made for creators and more. Welcome back to another Techstination interview. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us from Pivo is Head of Creator and Partnerships, Jeet Dhindsa. Hi, Jeet.
Hi, Fred. Happy to be here on Techstination, and I'm happy to answer the question of what is a Pivo.
Well, so what is it? For people who haven't heard of this before, give us the overview.
Okay, well, Pivo is a lot. We can think of it as an ecosystem and a combination of hardware, apps, content, and community. But to simplify it, this is a Pivo right here. And what it essentially does is it extends the camera. It comes with this hardware, and it's a robotic, AI-powered smartphone mount that extends the camera capturing capabilities of any modern day smartphone and comes with a suite of 7 creator apps. I'm looking for my mobile phone to demonstrate. So what it does is it works via Bluetooth, and we have this mount on top of the Pivo here. And then when you mount your phone on top of the Pivo and latch it in, we also have a 1/4 screw, so it can be mounted to a tripod. There's a bubbling level. It becomes your own personal automated camera crew. It will do face tracking, body tracking. It can even track horses as well, because this is a very popular tool for equestrians. So it's the ultimate creator tool. And it can also do 3D virtual tours as well. So for the digital twin real estate community, you can use a Pivo using LiDAR to capture any indoor space, and it'll be stitched together and you can publish it online as a virtual walkthrough tour. So there's many things you can do with a Pivo, but it's essentially allows anyone with a modern day smartphone to extend the camera capturing capabilities of their phone.
And so this is charged up, and how long will it run on a charge?
6 to 10 hours, depending upon how vigorously you're using it. So if you're an equestrian riding around all day, of course that the battery life will vary, but it can go up to usually 10 hours of continuous use.
What's the story behind this? How did it come about?
Well, it's really interesting. It's kind of like an iteration, as any startup journey. It's an iteration of many ideas that first came to market and maybe were ahead of its time until it finally evolved into this. So our founder, Ken Kim, he was really ahead of his time. He was very interested in VR and the metaverse before we even had a word for the metaverse. And he was trying to figure out, like, how do I create 3D captures of an environment, of an object using smartphone. But back when he was starting it, the phones were not at that level of processing power. So the first iteration of the product was to actually 3D capture objects and spaces. But then fast forward to the pandemic, and then now with the processing capabilities of smartphones, we discovered that the Pivo became a big success in this creator economy, especially for video conferencing, because you can use the Pivo for your Zoom calls. And we recently launched a new beta application where you can also turn your smartphone into a webcam. So it was like a few years ago, we were ahead of our time, but it was like a perfect storm of now where smartphones are today, where they have LiDAR detection, and with the pandemic and people going into this video conferencing economy and being more comfortable in front of a camera, the stars perfectly aligned. And so that's how Pivo was essentially, is where it is today.
Now, you mentioned the modes, and I guess it's the app here that works with this that creates a lot of the magic going on. So tell us about some of those and what people can do with this.
Right. And I like the word magic. Like, some people have described it as voodoo magic. So it comes with a suite of 7 creator applications.
I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Yeah, I go so. Everybody know I'm know when it click through. Try to send this about to be a show, be fun. I'll be coming up hot for a minute.
So you can use it for your basic camera capturing. So if you're on vacation, or if you're a fitness trainer, or you just want to capture memories and movement, and you don't have a helpful stranger to film you, it will film you. It can take photos. It comes with a remote control. It's also voice activated. You can say cheese, smile, and it starts to go and start filming you. It also comes with an application we call Pivo Play, which you can do all these fun video effects with no video editing skills required. You can also do video conferencing with this. You can also use it for presentations. It integrates with Google Slides. So you can walk around a room. As you can see, a lot in the pandemic, there's a lot of educators that had to go and do their education via remote learning. And what happens is, like, as we're talking right now, I'm pretty static. I'm not moving around the room. So you can actually use the Pivo for remote learning, remote training, and you can walk and talk and incorporate your body language, and it's tracking you while simultaneously overlaying the video on the slides that you're presenting. And then it can also do, we have an application called Pivo Tour, which allows you to 3D capture any space or indoor environment and stitch together to publish a tour, which is a great hit with the real estate community. I can talk forever about all the applications you can do. We also have an e-commerce application. So if you are a seller on Amazon, or you're running your own Shopify, we have a Lightbox accessory where you can take your items that you want to sell, and they're with a turntable, and Pivo will capture it and stitch it together into a rotating GIF file. We're seeing people use it for live commerce. We also have an open SDK, because essentially this is a robot. And so we're seeing a lot of other developers develop applications on top of this. We've seen it in the medical environment for remote surgical assistance, where they will have a smartphone mounted on top of an operating room and theater, and a remote surgeon can control the Pivo and then relay feedback and advice to the surgeon that's performing the operation. So there's like endless possibilities. We're working with the LinkedIn company with their creator accelerator program. So they're providing this to creators all over the world to help create and publish content for the LinkedIn platform. Cut me off anytime, Fred, because I can just keep talking about how amazing and like all the applications that you can do with this device, this handheld device.
There are a couple of different models of this. Tell me about them, and what's the difference?
So the models vary depending upon the use case. So we have an equestrian edition that is developed specifically for equestrians, that comes with different accessories and access to different applications. We have a creator version, or a more lighter version, that comes in at a more affordable price point. And that's really geared towards people that want to use it for social media applications. They might not have a need for, like, for example, doing a 3D tour or anything like that. We also have like a real estate edition. So the Pivo, depending upon which one you buy, provides access to a bundle of applications that you would need. And we also have an active edition that has a little bit more faster rotation. So if you're a fitness creator, or like I mentioned, an equestrian, you might want to buy that. So you essentially purchase the Pivo that you need for your specific use case. But you can always buy applications a la carte if you discover that your needs start to increase. For example, we've seen some creators use it for social media and then discover that you can do virtual tours with this and then turn that into a side business. So they purchase the tour application, they go to real estate agents and they say, I'll capture your property for you and then help you publish your tour. So it depends upon the use cases. So you buy the Pivo that's appropriate for you.
Where does pricing start?
We range anywhere between, it depends upon what kind of promotions and sales we're running, but you can go from anywhere from $79 all the way to $399. And that depends upon, again, the edition, the bundles that you want to purchase.
Very, very interesting. So it sounds like you're adding to the capabilities all the time with apps. So tell us what the future holds here. What are the plans?
So one thing that we're really excited about is that we're in a beta stages is to allow you to use the Pivo as a webcam. To convert your smartphone into a webcam. So you can set the Pivo and then use it like for this Zoom call, use it to, instead of using the webcam that's built into my computer right now, of course, smartphone cameras have much better resolution. And so you'll be able to use the Pivo and your smartphone as a webcam, an auto tracking webcam. So we're in the beta stage of releasing that feature right now. We're also coming up with new Pivos that allow for, right now it does horizontal 360 tracking. We have Pivos coming out that can also do the Y-axis and rotate 60 degrees backwards and forwards. We're also coming up with larger Pivos that can support tablets, iPads, and DSLR cameras. So that's where the direction that we're going. And we're really focusing on creating solutions for the creator economy. Because we believe anyone's a creator at heart. Like Fred, you're a creator. You're creating all this wonderful content. And we think everyone has a story to share. And we want to be able to empower people with the devices that they already have on hand to be able to create content.
And the age range is tremendous. You got old people like me, and then you've got kids out there, 10 years old, doing this kind of thing, right?
That's right. Yeah. My dad's using it. He's retired, US postal worker. And we gave him a Pivo. He's actually a better influencer than me. One of his videos got up to 200,000 views. He's doing some backyard traditional Indian farming in our home in San Fernando Valley. He's doing pretty well with it. Sometimes he has some interesting tech questions to me. One day he called me and he said, "Hey, what is Twitter?" But he was able to figure it out. So it's very intuitive. The younger generations, of course, immediately understand it. And then we definitely work on our UX and accessibility to make it very easy to understand across all age ranges.
Terrific. For more info, where's the best place for people to go?
Pivo.ai. So that's our website. So for more information, visit our website at pivo.ai.
And it's pivo.ai. Jeet, Dhindsa, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
No problem. I appreciate being here on Techstination, and thanks for your time, Fred.